Good morning, boys and girls. My name is Mr. Burden.
And I'm Mr. Wall here today to bring you another Tinkercad challenge. Today's challenge is to create some sort of a trinket box. Now, it could be a jewelry box or it could be just a small box to hold some of your secret stuff, that you want to put your little coins in or you want to put your little baseball cards in, whatever you want to put in it. But I have an example here. This is just a wooden box. And this was a little box that held my wife and I's rings in it. And you can see that on the top it has some little engraved like Mr. and Mrs. and little cursive letters. And it's a hinged box, so it opens up. Now you don't have to do all that or design that in Tinkercad, but the big thing to take away here is how you can do some interesting designs to your trinket box. If you want it to be able to hinge and open up, you may have to do a lot of thinking about how to design something like that. And it may be really tricky, but just get down maybe something that you want to put on the top, maybe on the side, design some really cool little handles or something like that. Try to do stuff on the outside as much as possible. Off to Mr. Burden to talk about how we're going to wrap this up.
All right, so boys and girls, what you're going to be doing is you're going to wind up downloading your files and sending them to Mr. Wall and I for 3D printing. So here's how that's going to work. We wanted to show you a little bit of how it looks and how to go about doing that process, because as you guys have been taking some screenshot pictures of your designs, eventually what we'll need from you is the actual files, so that as we are collecting all the different files to see how many we get, then we can determine how many of them that we can actually print. So how you go about downloading your files is, I'm going to use the putt-putt course that I had designed from a while ago, and what you'll do is over on the right side of your design, your screen, you see these words that say import, export, and send to. You're going to click on the one that says export, and when you do, you'll notice that it'll say download in 3D print. When you click on that word export, then you'll make sure that you click on everything in the design, and that's because you want to make sure that you don't miss out, especially if you have different parts of it, but that everything is collected together. What's also important to know that, though, is if you have something that's off your build plate, that's way off to the side, it's something that will also be included. So you have to make sure you clean up your space so that you only have your design to print. Then after you make sure that that's clicked, you're going to click on this link that says .stl, and that's the type of file that we need you to download for sending in through email. So when you click on that, it'll then download, as you'll see that I have on mine, it'll download then your file, and then that file is the one that you will email to Mr. Wall or I, so that we're able to then work with you on potentially 3D printing your designs. So as you designed all week long, and as you made sure that you had designs for the entire week, you may not want all of them to be printed, and that's okay. As you come up with maybe a design or two that you're really passionate about, that's the design that we really want you to think about then sending to us as the one that you're interested in having 3D printed. But you've got to send us the STL file so that we're able to work with you on getting your 3D print done. So have a lot of fun today as you make your jewelry boxes. And again, if you'd like to share what you've done, take a screenshot of it, put it in the comments below so that we can all enjoy seeing your creations. Have a great day, guys.
Have fun, boys and girls.